Going on, my people? As usual, make sure you check out redhillcutlery.com. They got knives. Everybody likes knives. Do me a favor and hit that like button right down there. And if you do, you will automatically be entered to win a slightly used sanding block. Actually, it looks like it's quite used. Subscribe, share, hit the bell notifications if you don't mind. That would be great. Make sure you check out Satu Dave on YouTube, Timbo437 on YouTube, and My Bad Adventures on YouTube. Today we are going to check out three pretty decent budget pocket knives that'll tickle that itch for you and not crush your pocket, which is a good thing, because nobody, as far as I can tell, and including myself, has any money right now for knives. I'm having a hell of a time selling any knives, and I sure shit can't buy any. I do have a couple on the way, but I have to sell some stuff first before I can buy any. So in light of that, these are knives that just about anybody can afford at any time. And we're going to start with this guy, which is the Vivi Atlas button lock. It is a button lock knife, thumb studs, Nitro V steel. It's too small for me, but is an excellent EDC size for most people. Vivi tends to put out a lot of knives like this, and this one is excellent, just as the rest of them are. Typically, they do have a lot of knives that look very similar to each other. They all pretty much have multiple scale options. This one is in a wood, and I'm not 100% sure what kind of wood it is, but me being a carpenter, I appreciate that. I like the screws, hardware on this. The button feels good. No stick at all. It's his own bearings, so the action is excellent. Typically, Vivi does a very good job with their action. Skeletonized liners. A black wash blade that is quite sharp. Nitro V is an excellent choice for a budget knife. It is an ingot steel. It is not a powder steel, and it's a good choice for this. It's a great steel for a budget knife. I do see a lot of custom makers using Nitro V, which drives me bananas, because it's not a very expensive steel to buy. And I just don't think it belongs on custom knives, in my opinion. This is all opinionated stuff. I gather that it's probably easy to grind and to work with, and it is a half-decent steel. So I understand why it's being used. But I used to have a Gavco Tiger Shark, I believe, or a Nurse. It was $1,000 knife, and it had Nitro V steel. And I couldn't get around that, man. And I know that's dumb, but it drove me crazy. So for a budget knife, it is a fine steel. Number 2, CMB Knives Predator. This is a liner lock with thumb studs, D2 blade. Very well made, very robust, and it's heavy, but it's not too heavy. It feels incredibly well made. The micarta isn't amazing, but it has good traction. I like it. You could tell it's not really high-end micarta, but it works and it looks good. I believe this is on a bearing and washer combo. I'm not 100% sure on that. It has an Axis style lock that works well. This guy is very robust. All these are users. These all belong, every knife in this video belongs to Timbo 437. It's guys like him that allow me to keep content going when I run out of knives. So make sure you check him out. Incredibly solid feel out of this knife. This one's sporting a very nice edge that is quite sharp. Not crazy thin behind the edge. The geometry is pretty good though. Blade thickness is nice and stout. This is just small enough to be a decent EDC to carry every day. I would carry this knife every day. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. This, as in the Vivi before it and the knife afterwards, are all under 60 bucks roughly. So for 60 bucks you can't beat it. I like this knife. I believe that's a G10 backspacer. Your pocket clip is countersunk into the micarta. It does have round top screws, but as far as I could tell, they don't get into the hem of your pocket or nothing. Just button head hardware, very basic, but it works, and it works well, and quite comfortable in the hand. And last but not least is my favorite of the three, the Petrified Fish Victor, something like that. This is my favorite of the three. It is a liner lock flipper with K110, which is Bowler's version of D2. It is on bearings. It has the inset clip that is inset into the underside of the micarta. I have a nice micarta backspacer. It looks pretty cool. Coolest part of this knife, I believe, is this notch on the backside of the blade, allowing you to reverse flick it, which I think is pretty rad, and kind of reminds you of what Vero does with their knives, and that is my favorite part of the knife. I do like the micarta. It looks really good. All these knives are well used, so a new one wouldn't look exactly like this, but I think it's a good looking micarta. I love the reverse flick on this knife. It feels good. It's a flipper also. Flipping action works fine. Light switch or push button seems to work just fine. This one's got a very nasty edge on it as well. Timbo sharpens all of his own knives. He does an excellent job. You can actually get your finger in this choil if you're careful and you're not being too aggressive by putting a lot of pressure towards the blade. It actually works as a finger choil and not just a sharpening choil. This is, like I said, this is my favorite of the three. It's why I kind of saved it to the last. I love this blade. I love a buoy. That is just a traditional blade shape that I enjoy. And Petrified Fish knives in general, not just this one, are made very, very, very well for the money you're spending on them. As far as a Chinese budget brand, I dig what they're doing. I would 100% choose this one over the other two, hands down, but these are both excellent choices as well. And again, all of them's under 60 bucks. So if you just can't stand not to buy a knife right now, you're just like, man, I have to fucking buy a knife. I don't care if my wife kills me. I don't care whatever your reasoning may be. Any of these here will be a good choice to scratch that itch without beating the shit out of your pockets, especially this one. Yeah, that's all I got on these guys here. These are all definitely readily available. Again, this one, and I'm pretty sure all three of them, are available in a variety of flavors, whatever you like. We hit the giveaway time. I really need to do a giveaway. I'm going to do the Kubi Drake, which is an excellent knife. Needs to be done absolutely right now. I'm almost to 200 subs. Thank you all very much. If you watch my videos and you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. That'll also get you in on the giveaways. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the info to do so in the description. All donations will be used 100% for knives and other EDC stuff for content. I would really appreciate any of it. And but it's you know, if you have it to spare. I understand times are tough right now, and that's just what it is. And they're tough for everybody, and they're not everybody. They're tough for me. I get by, but I have to work my ass off, and I have to work long hours just to keep a budget for this channel, because it's you know, it is what it's expensive. It is what it is. Especially stuff like this. I've been carrying this guy, and I really love it. This is a beast of a knife. And that blade, man, I love that blade. This is a good working knife. I've been making sure to keep it deep in my pockets so I don't get a lot of debris in them bearings. But so far, it's working out just fine. Alright guys, if you have any suggestions, hit me up in the comments. If you can think of any other knives that I should have showcased in this video, let me know what they are. I'll see if I can get my hands on them. Let me know if you guys want to see any sharpening videos. I am going to do a video in a couple days about, this is my fire starting kit. I keep this in my truck or on me pretty much at all times. I also have another little kit that I keep in my truck, a small kit. I'm gonna probably talk about that, which I think is cool. I've always kept something in my truck as far as survival, fire starting kit, definitely a first aid kit, stuff like that. So that video will probably be next. You guys don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful evening.